Okay, now we are going into the 8-step process of hacking a sentence. Okay, I think this will be a revolutionary 8-step. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's do the first step. What is the first step? We box the possessive structure and descriptive structure in blue. So what structure is this? You sure? Elaborative 2. Elaborative 2. Okay. Only if you don't know this is elaborative 2, you just write here E2. Okay. If you don't have space, you don't have to write, because when you color code, eventually you will know what means what. Okay. So the next one would be qablika. Qablika, what structure is this? So possessive. This is possessive 4, right? Possessive 4. Possessive 4. You can see the example which is there in the box. So you only have 2 possessive and descriptive structures. And we are done with step number 1, which is quite fast for just 5 verses. Oh yeah, I'm just testing you whether you... Okay. No, joking. So, Rabbihim would be P2. Okay? P2. Of course, this P2, P4 will not be relevant anymore after a few weeks after you practice, and it doesn't mean anything anymore because you just know it's possessive and it's done. So when we are done with it, we go to number 2. What's number 2? Circle the post-core green. Circle the post-core green. You have 4 post-cores, okay? If you want to refer to the post-core, go to page number 2 of this 8-step. And I have listed down for you all the 4 post-cores down there, which is object of verb. The second one is clinger, preposition plus the object of preposition. All the prepositions are there, so you don't really need to memorize them. Number 3, it would be adverb plus possessive noun, which is the same as possessive noun type number 3 or 4. Okay, and then you would have, okay, this one is a new information for you, acceptive particle. Whenever you see illa plus whatever comes after it, which is the exception, which is usually a noun, it's like وَمَا يَخْدَعُونَ إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُمْ. So إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُمْ goes to the core. Alright? So those are the 4 things that you can identify to be the post-core. So after fihi, what are the post-core? Should be fast now. Bil ghaib. Okay, bil ghaib. Okay, next post-core. Okay, I'm going to write here C so that you know it's a clinger. Sorry, lil muttaqin. So lil muttaqin, yes. So there's a C there. Next. Ilaika. Ilaika. This one. Okay. Okay. Okay, this would be easy because on Saturday we have a student 9-year-old. So she was doing this also. So anaknya Kak Nur. Suka dia buat. Ni sampai habis. Yang lain semua tak ada chance nak buat. Okay, next. Bil akhirati. Alright. Next. Bima. Good. Next. Ala hudan, next. Belakang senyap Tak sabar nak cuti See, any preposition after that is going to be the object of preposition. Alright, good. See? So this is the first time we are double boxing. Whoa. This is revolutionary. Mesti nak semangat. Min qablika. See that? So that's one structure inside the other structure. You said something? Min rabbihim, right? Yes, it's Maryam. Yeah, min from what? Right. So all the C's. Is there any more? Maybe not. Maybe not. No, it's no more. Okay. Okay. Next. Nothing there. Okay. Okay, so we go to step number 3. What's step number 3?
Object of verb is also a post form.
Huh?
Object of verb is also a post form.
Yes.
So is it salata?
Yeah. Okay, good. So if you miss salata, later when the step number 7, we will also get to salata, but you got salata, so we just box salata. Did you all circle or box? You circle lah. Okay lah, boleh lah. Because I boxed. I don't know why I boxed. Okay, whatever. Alright. So next, number 3 is circle the pre-core. Circle the pre-core. Okay. Still in green. Where's the pre-core? Pre-core is like wa, fa, inna. Page 2. In page 2, you have all the examples of the pre-core. Bla, yes, bla, au, lan, lam, and so on. So you have la here, so you circle it. Okay. What else? Wa, circle it. What else? Wa, what else? Wama. Okay. Okay. Now any wa, beginning or ending or middle. So walladhina. Did we miss anything? Wa ulaika. Are we done? Yes, we are done. So we have settled the step number 3. Okay, now step number 4 is what we missed last week. Which was a mess. Okay, so step number 4, we're going to take some time to sort of do and explain. Okay. So step number 4, you will use a pencil. You will use a pencil because you may need to erase. Okay. First, 4.1, cut. Okay. Step 4 is for you to see a sentence and cut it from the beginning to the end. Alright? As easy as that. So first, what you do is the easiest thing. You cut at the stoppages. Stoppages are of 2 kinds. One is at the end of the verse. The second is at the middle of the verse, wherever in the middle of the verse. So you cut here, stoppage, right? So you cut there. So you cut, just cut. Ni benda very straightforward. So just cut. Okay. Can you see any more stoppages there in the middle? La raiba fi, right? This one is quite rare. Okay, I'm going to explain this after I explain another stoppage. Can you see something here? Rabbihim, right? How is it written? Sod. Sod. Okay, what's the meaning of this? Sili. Okay. This means, okay, anybody who learns tajweed can. It's better to continue than to stop. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I remember. To me, this is a comma. Whenever you see this, it's a comma. Okay? But that's not our concern now. Our concern now is we want to cut. So you cut at all stoppages. Cut. Okay? And sometimes you will see a qaf lam ya, something like that. Okay? You go to page 2, you will see in the middle, kama amanas sufaha. Kama amanas sufaha. At the end, at the left hand side. So after that, there is qaf lam, right? So that is also a cut. Alright? So, okay, here, what does this cut mean? Stop at either. Stop at either. So if you stop here, the i'rab or the grammatical analysis will change. And if you stop here, it will change. Okay? For our sake, we just want to stick to one. Okay? We will just take the stoppage to be here. Okay? For your sake, if you want to do more, later when you go home, you try to stop here and see how it goes. Okay? I'm just inclined to stop here in terms of meaning. Somebody else may be inclined to stop here. Both will give you some great things. Okay, done. So we are done for the 4.1. 4.2, cut before the pre-core. Cut before the pre-core. Okay, we circled the pre-core, right, before this. So it's as easy as ABC, you just cut before the, so cut before the circles, right? Cut. Cut. Okay, this one you don't need to cut because you have cut here. So you cut here, you cut. Okay, this one is cut ready. Done. Next. Cut after the post-core. After the post-core. So post-core, cut. Post-core, cut already. Post-core, cut. Post-core, cut. Post-core, cut. Post-core. Cut. Wait. After mimma. After mimma, no. You see, after mimma, when pre is followed by a post, find the next cutting point. So min is a pre, ma is a post. So there's no core. So when you cut, there's no core. So you go to the front until you are going to the end. Okay. Do we cut here? Cut. Do we cut here? After the post core? Yes, right? Okay. This one just follow rule. Like Singapore. Okay, cut. Do we cut here? Yes. The rule, wait, the rule says yes. But there's another exception here. When post, read that. When the cutting point is at the second post. This is post. This is post. Cutting point is second. It's already been done. Okay? Done. Okay, we are done. Okay. Okay. We may have missed some things, but I will just keep quiet because we have step 7 also. Okay. Sometimes mistakes are.
Oh, you see this pre is followed by post. Wa is pre, mimma is post.
Min is pre, wa is post.
Correct. Correct. Pre is wa. Yeah. The post is the clinger, so there's no core. So that's why you don't cut. You have to find the core which comes next. Okay, done. That's quite fast. Next, a new one. Rate box verbal sentences. Use rate to box the verbal sentences, which is what we have done already in the first week of grammar. Okay, so you just need to remember. So just find the verb and then we circle. Yu'minun. Okay. So you have the verb yu'minun. So it is V S C, right? So if it's V S C, what you do is you are going to double box here so that you have a V S C. Okay. Ini teori mahal ni. But the so what ni belum keluar. So what? Why are you doing this? Alright. That will be after we are done. Next verb. Yuqimun. It is V S O. So what do you do? All of it. Next one. Okay. If you see it, you just say it and then we just do it fast. Yunfiqun is VS. Good. Next. Boleh? Boleh. Yu'minun. Which one? This one. So it's what? V S C. See? Oh. Ooh. Next. Razaqnahum. The structure is VSO. Okay, so you have a VSO here. VSO. Remember, O is a pre or post object. Object. Is object a post? Object. Object of verb, right? So VSO. So after object, do you cut? After post? Yes, you cut after post. So you cut. Okay. So along the way, you will notice that you didn't do something, so you just go back to that step and you cut. Okay, next verb. Unzila ilaika, which is a VSC. Wow, I don't do this when I'm... Okay. Unzila min qablika is VSC. VSC. Right. Yuqinun is VS. Okay, VS. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to not do anything here first. If you did, it's okay, but don't do anything else for yuqinun. Right? Because we are going to do something there. Next. Are we done? Done, right? Okay, that's fast. We'll go to the next one, which is color the relative structure blue. Relative structure, don't be so engrossed on it. Just know that it's alladhi, a relative noun, plus the verbal, plus the verb. Done. Finish. Plus the verbal structure. So you just blue. You do it blue. So where is alladhi, ma or man? Alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaib. See this? So it's alladhina, relative noun, plus verbal structure. Everything is a relative structure, which means this is one thing. Okay, this is one thing. So there's a triple box. So this is the relative structure. Relative structure. Okay. So you just may want to put RS, whatever. Okay. Next one. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا. Okay, so, oh, ooh, yeah, see that? Nice. What else? It's either alladhi, ma or man. Ma, which means what? Can you see ma, which means what there? Yeah. Yep. Ma unzila ilaika. Okay. So you see, there can be 4 boxes here. 1, 2, 3. And then there is 2 overlapping. So it's going to be the 4th one. See that? Ooh, yeah. Okay, so that's a relative structure. Any more? Where's the mama? Ma unzila ilayka, so it's going to be another relative structure. Okay, and after we finish this, I will tell you why we are doing this. At least as of now, what's the benefit of doing this? One more ma. Can you see that? Ma razaqnahum. Your name. Ma razaqnahum. Okay. I think we are done. Okay, the objective, if you want to know the objective of each step, it's already written there after the step. Okay, like the first one, why are we circling the possessive and descriptive? So that you can hack the short phrasal structure first. Second one, why post-call, why pre-call? You want to make the step 4 easier, which is the cutting easier. Okay, of course you can reverse all these steps if you want. And then, why do we cut between before pre and after post, so that we know how many sentences are there, so the divisions are clear. How many sentences here? No, we cannot count. First, we have to correct the cuts after this, and after we correct the cuts, which is step 7, then you will see how many sentences are there. Why do we cut the relative structure? So that we know that these 3 words is referring to one person or one group or one thing. Done. Now we correct the cuts. Okay, why should we correct the cuts? Because some cuts, in between the cuts, it's incomplete. Okay? incomplete. For example, see this? Wabil akhirati. So you have a pre and you have a post. What's missing? The core is missing. The core is missing. So what do we do? If a cut portion does not have a core, make it complete by connecting it with either what comes after or what comes before. What comes before. If you look at before, it's complete already, right? It's V as C. If you look after, so is it after or before? What do you think? After, right? In terms of meaning, you know it already. So that's why we did it by pencil. So it becomes, the cut is erased. Okay? So one is erased. Okay. I think. Okay. All right. What about this? What about this? Or what about this? We'll go there later. We'll go there later. Okay, now count the sentences.
So there was only one correction.
For now. For now. One correction. So you have, it seems that you have one, without counting this, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mana dia? Ni 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There will be, you will go down to 10 actually. So notice that in 5 verses, how many sentences are there? About 10 to 13 verses. Sentences inside 5 verses. Okay, done. Okay, why are we doing all this? So that we can go to step number 8. Step number 8. Step number 8. Okay. Step number 8 is saying, we haven't finished this. This one. This one, okay. Based on this, this cutting, the verb, what structure is this? V, S, V, S, C, or C, V, S. See that? Dramatic sequence? Dramatic sequence. So V, S, C, something like that. So you just need to know that this goes here. You can draw an arrow or something. Okay, so V, S, C. Done. Okay, I'm going to give you an information that I have told you last week. When you have something like this, right? Ulaika hum. So those they are referring to the same thing, right? So hum means what here? Now, dhamirul fasl or separator pronoun. So the function is separator pronoun. We get this out of the way first. Why? Because we want to get the subject and predicate after this. So the function for this is separator pronoun. Done. Now, okay. Step number 8. Underline the subject and predicate. Underline the subject and predicate. So I'll use a purple one. You can use anything because underline is just the Subject and predicate. So what's number 1? If left, can someone read? If left with two nouns, they are usually subject and predicate. So, can you see this? How many nouns are here? Ulaika humul muflihun. No, this one we shoved out of the way already. So you're left with 2, right? This is 1 and this is 2. What does that mean? Subject and predicate. Done. Subject and predicate. Okay. We are looking at individual words that have not been boxed or circled. That's it. We are not looking at whatever that have been circled or boxed. Okay, look at another one here. Ulaika ala hudan min rabbihim. Ulaika ala hudan min rabbihim. How many nouns are left there? One noun. If one noun is left, what does it mean? Subject. Done. And the predicate is assumed. Remember? I will just, I know I have said this, but I will just put in record. Those on guidance. So the assumed predicate would be are, right? So this is the assumed predicate. So you are done with that. Okay, now we go up. We go up. Okay, this one we have done last week, but I will just go through fast. So you are left with one noun. It means this is the subject. And the assumed predicate is, no doubt, is in it. So this is the predicate. Right? Kalau tak faham tanya sebelum sesat jalan. Sesudah pun boleh tanya juga. Okay. Okay, we are done. We are just left with one before I explain to you what's the point of all this. Okay, we are left with one. Okay, sometimes, okay, can someone read the page number 2? Page number 2. Sorry, my phone every 9 o'clock dia macam gini. Page number 2. Can someone, Sis Mariam?
Sometimes a sentence can include an interjection of sorts. For example, a sentence can begin with a subject which is thereafter interrupted by a phrase before the predicate of the subject will appear at the end. Examples of this can be seen in verse 2 and 6 of Al-Baqarah. Identifying such a structure can be challenging at the beginning.
Okay, alright. Can you see that structure at this line? Based on what Sis Mariam has read just now? We did this last week. We are saying that this is as if there is a hyphen there, and there's a hyphen here, which means this is the beginning of the sentence and this is the ending of a sentence, right? So if these two words were to combine with these two words in a sentence, okay, you are left with how many nouns that have not been hacked? 2 nouns. If left with 2 nouns, subject and predicate. Done. Ta-da! Finish.
How do you identify the interjection?
What if we see that it's one sentence and assume it's the subject and assume having an assume predicate instead?
Where? Here?
Yeah, if we
Here.
do not see the interjection, then what do we do?
One answer to that is this is not a complete sentence. So when it's not a complete sentence, you have to tie it with another sentence structure.
One school of thought say that it's complete.
Sorry?
One on the school of thought say that it's complete.
Yeah, the school of thought that says it's complete, it will become like this. That is the book is one complete sentence. So this is subject and this is predicate. And this is predicate number 2 for Zalika.
Dalika hudan.
Yeah, you. It can be something else also. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? For hudan, it's
Ah.
a tanween.
Ah,
And it's in the
Fathah.
thing.
Ah.
Why?
Why?
As in
Because it's called isim maqsur, which doesn't which cannot take on other than fathah.
so there's no hudun,
There's no hudun or hudin, or there's no hudayun or hudayan or hudayin. There is just hudan. A detailed answer will be much more than that, which will be like asalnya hudayun, and then something like that. But yeah,
So you say Dalika is much because it is it's an elaborative description, right?
yeah, elaborative.
Elaborative.
Yeah, if you were to take it subject and predicate, it will disturb the flow of the. I'm not inclined to that. I'm inclined to this is one, so this is subject and predicate, which makes it much simpler.
And there is one sentence, Dalika.
Yeah, yeah. Zalikal kitab hudan lil muttaqin is one sentence. How would you know it's an interjection? In the beginning, you will know.
One more question.
Ah,
So Dalika is definite.
ah.
Hudan
Hudan is not definite.
is not definite.
Yes.
Is that a problem?
No, no. Predicate doesn't have to follow.
That is a guidance.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions? Any other questions before we take a short break, and then I will explain to you why we are doing this. Nazira? Still noisy?
So you did it. You managed to find a way to do the interjection.
I think so. I think so. Yeah. With the mazhab Kufiyin. Because if I take this as subject and predicate, there's going to be some problem. Okay, so we take a break. And then...